When dealing with the problems that say solve, we are really trying to find a value or maybe more than one value that makes the statement true. When I say statement, when we see a problem where the directions say solve, we are trying to find a value or maybe values that make the statement true. Statements being things like 2x plus 1 equals 7, x squared equals 25, y equals x plus 3, 2x greater than 6. Probably have experienced this first type problem. The methods we can go over later. But the answer to this is 3, because if I replace the x with 3, I get a true statement. This one here, we've got x squared, that's x times x. Well, 5 times 5 is 25. Negative 5 times negative 5 is 25. This particular problem has two values that make it true. First one only had one. This type problem, which may be down the road, you have two variables, an x and a y, that you need a pair of numbers. So for example, 1 for x and 4 for y would make this true. 2 for x, 5 for y would make it true. 0 for x, 0 plus 3, and 3 for y. There's just 3 possible answers, but there's a whole lot more than that. And then next thing we're going to deal with is greater thans and less thans. Those are going to be even more complicated. Okay, how do you respond with an answer? You could say x equals 3. You can put it in a set notation. You could graph it, but that would just be one little point on a line. This one here, two values. Okay, this one could be graphed, but it would be two individual points. And this one here are ordered pairs. And maybe back in your earlier math career, you would have seen things like 0 for x, 3 for y, 1 for x, 4 for y, and we get these ordered pairs. Then we expand this and say, well, what if x could be any number? Well, then we get a whole line full of correct answers. Okay, so here we have an infinite number of correct answers. Back on the first type problem, sometimes there's every number works. For example, x plus 2 equals x plus 3 minus 1. That's really any x I place in here. 10 plus 2, 10 plus 3 minus 1. Any number works, so we get all real numbers. And the one below it, there's no possible answer. X plus 5 equals x plus 7. No number added 5 and then adding 7 gives us the same answer. So that would be a no solution problem, sometimes written with this empty set notation. Okay, greater thans and less thans. The correct answer to this problem would be x greater than 3, which is all real numbers greater than 3. So here's where we're going to use a number line. We're going to put a circle around 3, leave the circle open, and draw an arrow to the right.